Drop.
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, folks, Joe Watson here. Remember, you want to find out about the Flyers hockey, you go to Corner Pub Sports. Great bunch of guys.
Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Fucking in my ass, man. Yeah.
Yo. Welcome to a Saturday afternoon with the Corner Pub Sports crew. It's like an old stomping ground, you know?
Yeah. We, in our younger and dumber days, we drank our faces off on Saturdays. And so it's familiar for us, but it's been a long time since we did a Saturday.
For my time.
Show, yeah.
I think we've done like one or two since, like randomly, but it's just things.
You have it on a Saturday afternoon.
Well,
Yeah.
Speaking of,
The rest of your weekend shot.
Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be the sober show.
no. You know, it's when do we ever have one of those? When do we ever have one of those?
It's been a bit.
So I'm guessing you guys aren't drinking anything.
No.
Okay. I got a 60-minute Dogfish Head IPA.
Oh,
so
nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I'm all right, man. It's so the reason why we're doing a Saturday, we had a late night last night. Not to go into details, but it was a good time. So we had to kind of shuffle things around a little bit, and the holidays are coming up, so we're going to be doing different days probably here and there, or different weeks. I don't know. We'll figure things out. But
Yeah, we're still trying to figure stuff out. It's logistics are complicated.
yes,
There's a lot of moving parts.
But we're here now, 12 o'clock on a Saturday, giving you a live show here. We're going to cover the week that was in Philadelphia sports, and then of course we're going to get into all kinds of stuff. I got a lot of stuff this week. Jay already chiming in. He says he wants some Sixers talk today.
Oh boy,
No Sixers on a Saturday.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
So
why is that any different from Friday, Gary?
Yeah, right, exactly. But we got a lot of stuff. We're gonna obviously the Eagles rolling right now. We'll get into that in a second. We got some baseball stuff coming up. The Hall of Fame, the first timers that were announced for the ballot this year. We got Fuck You Ben. We got a Corner Pub video. We got SSCS. So I got a bunch of stuff for of course while you were drunk, and then so should be a good show today. So I'm gonna say tonight and have a good night, everyone. Right? We have a good show today. So let's get at it, man. Eagles and the Lions last week. The Eagles were favored, but that line was a Lions line. People were starting to think that the Lions were going to pull off that win in Philly, but the Eagles prevailed. Gritty win.
Yeah, I mean it's tough to even at home, it's tough coming off a hard-fought Monday night game away, then traveling back home and having to play again on short rest against another really good team.
Yeah.
So certainly a game that you could understand if they lost, but they didn't. They won, and and they kept rolling, like you said, looking good.
Well, that defense.
The defense is looking good.
That defense, they got the Jared Goff early. They frazzled him.
Oh, for sure.
And that he was struggling to see over that line, to pass across the middle.
Yeah, I mean, they had at least 5 batted balls, 3 by Davis and 2 by Carter. So,
yeah, I'm glad you brought that out. The deflections were huge in that game.
Wasn't the interception off of deflection too?
The DeJean one. Yeah, that was an off deflection. Yeah, I mean, like you said, 5 deflections in the game. Jordan Davis has been unbelievable this year. Jordan Davis actually became the first player in history to win special teams and NFC player of the week in the same year.
Yeah. That's crazy. He
pretty-
did that much special teams.
Yeah.
They got you wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and when he came into camp, slimmed down. I think a lot of people around the organization and even the media was like I know like Ed Kratz commented on it. He's like, they got something going on here. Like he looks different.
And also that addition of Jalen Phillips is helping him.
Yeah,
you already see that.
Yep.
Yeah,
so I just saw something today. The Eagles quarterback rushes. Like 2 of the guys had like 14 and 12 and led the team all year. Phillips already has 12 since he's been with the Eagles. Yeah. Already. Like he's already like he's been unbelievable for them this year so far.
Yeah.
That was a great acquisition.
Yeah. So is Jordan Davis
Harry's.
Yeah, quarterback Harry's. Yeah.
Jordan Davis, is he in his 4th or his 5th year? I know they picked up his 5th year.
This is his last. Yeah, this is his 5th year because this is last year of his option.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did pick up his option because I remember them. Everybody being upset that they picked up his option. They didn't think that he was worth it or something like that, and they didn't think that he was going to be. Now he's going to get paid. Ironically, Jalen Carter needs to get paid too, so they're going to have to start dumping money into that defensive line because the young guys are now getting older and to the point where they're going to need to get paid, which is where, regardless of what you feel about what's going on and the drama that's going on, you could justify for that reason alone having AJ Brown not on the team, especially if there's if it's not like a real bad cap hit. He would be somebody that you could reasonably shed some salary for to be able to pay some of these guys because you got so much money tied up in the offense. You got to start putting it towards the defense.
I think Davis may end up being a defensive cap casualty, Sean. He may be the one that ends up where you're like, oh my God. But somebody's going to have to. You can't pay everybody.
Yeah, because think about it. I mean, Carter obviously is the big one. Jaden, if they really like what they're seeing out of Jaden Phillips, they're going to have to do something with him. And Kobe Dean's coming up soon.
Yes.
That's a situation there that, I mean, I want to bring him up real quick. What Nakobe Dean's done since he's come back has been remarkable. In the last 3 games, Nakobe Dean has 15 tackles, 6 pressures, 3 hits, 2 sacks. He's been all over the field. It's like he's made such an impact on that defense since he's come back. And you know who's having a quiet season, but a good season? Zach Bond.
Yeah.
Like, you're not hearing his name as much as you did last year.
Not like last year. That's true.
That's a good thing.
I mean,
You're not hearing bullshit about him either, so that's good.
No, exactly.
No, yeah. So that's the point. I mean, he's not having the interceptions or the tackles. Like it's more of he doesn't need to shine as much on this defense because they have such depth and everything that everyone's kind of contributing. So there isn't too many people that are standing out like he was last year, especially in that linebacker type role. But you're also not hearing that he's fallen off and that he's it was a bad signing or anything. He like you said, he's quietly effective.
Yeah.
Getting back to Nakobe Dean, he made a play. He ran right over Montgomery and tackled Gibbs for a loss. Ran right over him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just been fantastic. I mean, they definitely missed him when he was out. Remember before he went out last year, he was playing on such a high level, and then he gets hurt, and you're like, oh man, was it right before the playoffs? I think he got hurt, or was it the first game of the playoffs?
It was the first playoff game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it might have been the first playoff game he went against. Was it against Green Bay? I don't know, but whatever the case was, it was right at that brink there, and you're like, oh man, are they going to continue? They didn't miss a beat. I mean, but this year I felt they did. But there was other things with that defense early in the season that you had a lot of different parts in the interior line. Losing Milton Williams and Sweat was a big thing. You had a new safety, Makuba, who's still learning, who struggled a bit to start. Quignon was banged up a little bit, and then your CB2 was a mess. I got to tell you, I know Adoree Jackson had a bad play last week against Detroit.
He's been solid, though.
He played really well last week. Aside from that one
as
play.
well.
Yeah, I think he's like, I almost wonder if it's because we've talked about this in the past. Like, when your line can get to the quarterback, it makes your cornerbacks lives so much easier. And I wonder if he's reaping the benefits of that.
Well, I mean, I think the same thing with Kuba. Like, I feel that was kind of a point that I was going to make, is that it's interesting how they acquired the defensive end. They got Brandon Graham back. They solidified that line, and all of a sudden, the complaints about the secondary are going away. That doesn't seem to be a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, when you're able to stop the run, the pass rush is your reward. And when you got a solid pass rush, it makes things easier in the secondary.
Yeah,
it's true.
All around.
It's true. I got to tell you guys, this beer tastes really good.
Oh my God! Already,
it tastes really good.
Aren't you going out later?
I am. Yes, I am. So today should be an interesting day. No, I'm not going to be drinking 17 beers. Later on, I'll be like, not a finger. So defense was unbelievable, like we said. The one thing that was really interesting, the Detroit Lions had scored double-digit points in 40 straight games before Sunday night. The Eagles shut them down, hold them to 9 points, win the game. 16-9 was the final. Not an overwhelming score by any means, obviously, because it's 2 weeks now that the offense has failed to score 17 points. It's not great what's going on with the offensive side. We'll get to that in a little bit because I think maybe this is a week that if they don't do something against Dallas, then you're concerned. But we'll get to that in a second. But just more props on that defense. Just the job that Vic Fangio just does with this team week in and week out. He pieced things. It's the same thing as last year, right? They didn't start off too well. He pieced things together. He's evaluating the team. He's like, look, it's a long season. We'll figure things out. And it looks like they have.
He's a master at adjusting.
I think that's what we kind of expected, or at least I know some of us. I think my dad or something was saying that, like, it's a new defense. There's a lot of different players that came in. It was going to take some time to adjust. It wasn't about how you're starting. It's about how you're adjusting and coming along towards the end of the year.
Jay said I'll tell you who makes an impact. Tyrese Maxey plays well every night. Maxey gets plus. Yes, he does. Tyrese Maxey is playing unbelievable with the Sixers right now.
All right, we're talking Eagles.
Shut that down. Close that window.
Not going to stop Jay.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I just you're probably right. I mean, it's kind of what we expected. We knew there was going to be some growing pains, new pieces. But damn, have they responded once again? I mean, when you look at the schedule going down the line here, I mean, I don't know if you're going to play. Look, this week they have a good offense coming. They're playing Dallas, which say what you want about the Cowboys, they have a really good offense. But really, I mean, looking at the Eagles' schedule here, the next, the remaining games after this week. So you got Dallas.
Tough games.
You got the Bears, who I'm not scared of the Bears' offense. You got the Chargers. They're consistent. The Raiders stink.
Yeah.
The Commanders stink. The Bills, week 17, and then week 18.
We get 8 interceptions.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So it gets Houston's defense in fantasy because, why not?
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny, Mike? I looked in my league, the league that Gary and I are in. I played against him in that one too. I'm like, you got to be kidding me! And I don't even care at that point, and at this point in that league. But
yeah,
like, of course, I'm playing them in every league. Like, you got to be kidding me. So really, half the remaining games that you have left, you're playing against a decent offense. I still don't think you're going to play an offense that was quite to the caliber of the Lions. I mean, on every
Well, I
facet.
mean, Dallas and the Lions
Cowboys.
are probably, Dallas and the Lions are probably the two. Then maybe the Rams might be like the three best offenses,
Mhm.
and depending on which Josh Allen you get or which Buffalo team you get, they could be good, but they're kind of inconsistent. They may not win that division. Like everybody, they're slowly starting to kind of creep up into like.
But I mean, where does it end? I mean, we beat like top tier offenses all season. Tampa Bay, the Green Bay,
the Rams,
Detroit, the Rams.
Yeah,
Dallas.
I mean, Dallas.
Yeah, and that Dallas game was without Jalen Carter, the first game of the year, and and the defense was not what it is now. So,
I
don't know how many more tests they have to pass before people are buying in. I'm already bought in on the defense. I mean,
I think the defense is going to have to carry us a little bit more. I mean, our offensive line is banged up. Like they're banged up.
Yeah, Lane Johnson's out 4 to 6 weeks. Not good. Plantar, right? Is that what he has? Plantar fasciitis? Is that what he has?
He's got a Liz fracture.
Ryan was saying that they think they're not positive that he's going to make it back the rest of this year.
If he has to have surgery, Mike, he won't be back.
Yeah.
Right, and they're not sure if he's going to need it yet. They need to see if the swelling comes down. So it's possible that he's out for the year.
Correct.
I mean,
that'll be a big loss.
Now, Cam Jurgens, he was nursing. I'm sorry, Sean. He was nursing a knee injury. Now he's on concussion protocol.
Yep.
Have they ruled him out yet?
Not yet.
That's a good sign, actually, that they didn't rule him out yet.
I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he's going to, even if he's not, I think that they might just have him sit, which means no tush push because clearly Toth cannot manage a tush push.
Right.
But I mean, as a backup center, he's been solid. He's been okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that offensive line. We talked about the defensive line. That offensive line is going to need some rejuvenation this year too.
Yeah.
This offseason. I know I don't want to look ahead. I mean, but they're going to have to.
I
think he was a first round pick for Johnson's replacement.
And maybe you have Johnson play one more year, and then
I stuck my big black Johnson right down his goddamn throat.
Sorry, you're talking about Johnson. Yeah, so now you got Fred Johnson. That's
you got the other Johnson.
And then you got Dickerson.
How about if you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat?
You got them all. We got the best offensive line.
This isn't like the first time that we discovered this. I mean, we've been talking about this for 5 fucking years.
But we have 2 Johnsons and a Dickerson.
Yes, but only one Johnson's ever playing at any given time. I guess Fred Johnson could technically replace Mulatto on the other side. Then you could have 2 Johnsons or Dickerson.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you'd have a Dickerson between 2 Johnsons.
Yes,
that's true. Between 2 Johnsons. Yeah, I mean, bunch of childs.
Bunch of childs, yeah.
I don't even know where that is. That bunch of child. I don't know. Yeah, I can't find anything on. Here we go.
Bunch of childs.
There we go.
It's been a while since we heard that one.
Yeah, it has. It has. Yeah. So the offense. Speaking of the offense, so you're talking about the offensive line, but the offense. I mean, the offensive line obviously has an impact on what they do on offense because you're not running the ball as effectively as you were last year with all the injuries and stuff. But there's more going on. I mean, look. First of all, Sunday night, Jalen Hurts he just had an off game on Sunday. So did Jared Goff. Both of them were missing targets.
It was really windy. It might have had something to do with the weather and stuff.
Yeah,
I did see that they were. I do feel like it got to the breaking point of where all the complaining got AJ Brown what he wanted. They did force him and target him a ton. I was surprised that
still didn't make a difference.
I didn't realize that. No, it didn't. Smith actually had 5 targets. I didn't even think he had that many. I thought it was maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
1 catch, I think he had.
And it was a screen.
Right.
It was a screen or a short pass, yeah.
Right, and then AJ Brown must have had about 10 targets, but nothing really impactful.
Yeah, 40 yards. It's what do you have? 6 catches for 7 catches for 40 yards. Like that's not doing anything. So obviously the line plays a factor, but I do think that, and I do have an SSC that's related to this. Actually, I'm probably going to bring it up in a second here.
They need to use the RPO more. Jalen needs to run more, and it's just not happening. I don't understand why they're not doing that
against the Giants, right?
Yeah,
it worked so well against the Giants, and then Green Bay, they stopped doing it. They are still using motion and stuff like that, but they're not really throwing anyone off with stuff. Play action, RPOs, all that. So like
when you got Jalen Hurts running, like it opens everything else up.
Do you think that maybe
their running game will get better if Jalen Hurts is running the ball?
Right.
Do you think that maybe they don't want to risk him getting injured and they're able
I do 100%, Mike. So I mean, they're waiting to use it.
Right. So if they're waiting to use it, then I guess we can't really complain too much about it because as long as they're going to break it out when it matters most.
Yeah, but I hate coaching not to get hurt. I hate that. I fucking hate it.
It's part of the NFL, right? Like,
yeah, it is. But I mean, like you're making millions and millions of dollars. Go out there and show me something.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a play in the first half of that game against the Lions where, Hurts is struggling to find, he's not hitting his targets. You had a 3-and-out or two. You're starting to feel the momentum shift a little bit. Like you needed something to happen, and then Hurts ran.
Yes.
And got a first down. It was like, oh, all right. And then
he took a hit too.
Yeah, he did. But you felt like, okay, cool. They needed that to get going. And then, I don't know, maybe they got a field goal or something out of it. They got something out of that drive, but it was like, all right, maybe they'll wake up a little bit. And they never really did, man. And obviously they played well enough to win the game, clearly.
Well, the defense, yeah. I mean, that 5 fourth down stops. I mean, they gave the offense short fields all game. The offense didn't really fully take advantage of it.
I'm just going to flat out say this, and I know we're not a hot take show, but Dan Campbell, if he doesn't change his ways, he'll never win a Super Bowl. He'll never win a Super Bowl. I think he's a meathead. I think him and Dan Quinn. I think they're both cut from the same cloth, dude. That's Sunday morning game last week with Dan Quinn and was it Jacksonville they played? No, who the hell did they play last week? I forget who Commanders played on. So I'll look it up in a second. But they were going back and forth. It was a bad team. Was it the?
Oh yeah, it was Miami. It was
Miami. That's what it was.
And they
2 idiot coaches.
They had a chance to win it or something like
that?
To
win it. They had a chance to win the game
with a field goal.
They had a chance to tie it. That's what it was. And they then they came back later and tied it because they had a chance to tie the game earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
They went for it on 4th and goal instead of just kicking the field goal and tying the game.
I forget what it was, but
you're in a neutral stadium. Like it's not a home state. Like just
Sean, I'm almost positive that game was tied at the time, and they went for it on 4th and goal from the 1 to try and get a touchdown instead of.
Maybe you're right, which makes even less sense. Yeah. I'm actually giving them credit. It was head scratching. I'm like, why are you going for it? Just kick the field goal.
Yeah,
they don't get it, and then they go down. Now they're in overtime. He ends up winning by field goal anyway. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like you're such an idiot. That's why your team's 3-7, and he's another one. Like, dude, you're 70 years old. Turn the hat around. Like, you know what I mean? But the two of them to me are cut from the same cloth. Dan Quinn and Dan Campbell. Like I think they're both meatheads. They're hard headed. They're stubborn, and I don't think either one of them will win a Super Bowl with that coaching style. But then again, people look at the Eagles and look at Nick Sirianni the same way too. But Sirianni, Sirianni does some very questionable things. But
what was it 2 weeks ago? We were thinking with the AJ Brown thing where we were questioning whether he had a concussion.
Yeah,
or was on drugs or something. So I mean, I think that makes it a little bit of a hot take. I think sometimes teams can overcome bad coaching if they're good enough. So I wouldn't go as far as that.
I don't know if Detroit will have a better chance than they had last year with that team. You everything was clicking on that team. Now I know they were banged up on defense last year.
Yeah.
But you lost a lot of pieces this year on defense. Detroit did. And your offense isn't exactly buzzing as well as it was last year.
It's true too, yeah.
So I think last year, I mean, you're taking on a rookie quarterback in the division game and you get blown out at home to them. I think that was their best chance. And Chris from Philly, they hate Sirianni because he's in Philly. If he was in New York or Green Bay, they'd be blowing him.
Might be true.
I got a video I want to actually play real quick. And this is actually going to tie into my SSCS because I saw this today and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Let's see if this will actually play for me here. So
I'm just telling you in Philadelphia.
So this is the Craig Carton show. Craig Carton's another, talking head. First of all, his voice sucks. But let me get past this. Here you go. I'm just going to play this.
Stop. You got to stop with this nonsense that Jalen Hurts isn't a great quarterback. He's the best quarterback your franchise has ever had. It's almost like Philadelphia is ready to turn on him. It's like Eagle fans can't wait for Jalen Hurts to do something where they're like, let's get rid of Jalen Hurts. We can find a better quarterback, right? Think about the great athletes in Philadelphia's history. Mm-hmm. You guys got rid of all of them. Allen Iverson did not play his entire career as a 76er.
He didn't.
How is that possible? Will Chamberlain did not play his entire career in Philadelphia.
He didn't.
Reggie White did not play his entire career as an Eagle.
So we ran Reggie White out.
What Philadelphia does, and I know you guys wear it, with pride, you run your greatest athletes out of town, and it's stupid from a football standpoint, which is all that should matter. You can't turn your back on Jalen Hurts. Dudes like that don't come around that often. Like the only thing that's going to stop the Eagles from going to, and I think winning multiple Super Bowls, is stupid infighting and a town that doesn't realize how good their starting quarterback really is. And I'm telling you, man, you get rid of Jalen Hurts, you don't even make the playoffs. This is not a playoff team without Jalen Hurts. He's not along for the ride. He's driving the car.
All right, hold on.
Who is this guy?
Cocksucker of the week. And this is why.
You cocksucker! I'll punch you in the mouth.
Sounds like a fucking South Park character.
Dude, yeah, he does. He sounds like Randy Marsh. First of all, dickhead. Philadelphia is not turning on Jalen Hurts. The people like you, the outside media, are the ones turning on Jalen Hurts. The talking heads, the one who
the inside media is as well, but that's not the.
They're not. Yeah, okay. 94 WIP, whatever. Because the one show on that station goes against Jalen Hurts because they're a bunch of idiots and they're clickbait. I'm not even going to get into them, but like, I mean, I guess it's fair. I guess it all
factors in.
Include them in, sure. Yeah. But it's mostly the outsiders, the people like Skip Bayless and all these other talking heads. Cam Newton. Cam Newton hates Jalen Hurts because, first of all, he's afraid he's going to break his record. That's number one, because Cam Newton's always bad about himself anyway.
Get a real haircut and a nice jacket.
But this dude is so off base.
Allen might break both their records.
This dude is so off base with everything he said. Everything in that statement, in his little rant, was so off target. Philadelphia is not running Jalen Hurts out of town. He just won a goddamn Super Bowl and was Super Bowl MVP. No one's looking at Jalen Hurts going, I can't wait I want Tanner McKeon.
We didn't run Reggie White out of town either. He wanted to get paid, and he got paid.
No.
It was Braylon. Braylon. Yeah, it's stupid.
That's what I mean. It wasn't the fans.
It wasn't the fans. The fans didn't run Reggie White out of town.
It wasn't the fan. Like Allen Iverson wasn't we got to get rid of him running out of town. Like, yeah, it was time for him to go, but that wasn't the fans like basically being forcing him out. The fans didn't force Charles Barkley out. The organization did. Like the fans have the fans have been tough. I'm sure that there's been players. Scott Rowland might be it, but then again, the organization was terrible with Scott Rowland. I can't think of too many guys. I can't think of too many guys that the Philadelphia fans have run out of the city.
Right.
That the fans were the reason for it. I'm trying to think of who couldn't take it here and left, or bash the fans after they left.
I mean, there's been a couple. There's definitely been a few that left.
But I can't think of any.
Real quick, Bucci said Cam Newton, zero credibility. He said, by the way, Cam Newton, I would rather have an MVP than a Super Bowl trophy. That's what he said. He literally said that last year. Like he's horrendous. Like he's absolutely horrendous. Chris said Ben Simmons. Although Ben Simmons did say he would not. Ben Simmons did say he would come back here. He did say that. Now the Eagles. I mean, it's the Eagles. The Sixers would have no part of that. But
right.
That's fucking weak and soft.
Ben Simmons is probably fair. That's probably a fair one. We probably did run him out of town. I mean, he didn't go anywhere else and succeed afterwards. He still kind of did the same stuff, but okay, I think that's fair.
Chris said Mike Schmidt, Bobby Clark. We didn't run them out of town. They were hard on. Chase Utley will tell you we're the best fans in sport. Like maybe if you put effort in, we're not going to be hard on you. Jalen Hurts puts effort in. I think that's part of the reason why people appreciate him. Is he the best quarterback in the NFL? No, but he doesn't have to be the best quarterback in the NFL. The best quarterbacks in the NFL don't always win.
Jalen Hurts is an absolute complete professional.
Yeah, he has been, and I think a lot of people really look at that. Booch said, "What about JD Drew and Scott Rowland?" Yeah, I
brought up Rowland. JD Drew. We didn't run out of town. JD Drew chose not to sign.
Yeah, he chose not to come here.
Yeah, that wasn't we had nothing to do with that. We hated him after he left. But we had nothing to do with him running him out of town.
Same thing with the kid that got traded to the Ducks last year for the Flyers. The draft. Yeah. We didn't run him out of town. He just didn't want to play here. It's the same situation as the JD Drew thing. Chris said it's a lazy narrative about Philly fans. Always remember the media talk about throwing snowballs at Santa. Meanwhile, the moon landing didn't happen. Yeah, throwing snowballs at Santa is talked about more than the moon landing.
I was back in the fucking.
Yeah, but this dude is so like you can just tell.
Like that stadium ain't even here anymore.
You can just tell that dude just like hears things and just goes with it. He's probably never spent a considerable amount of time in Philadelphia. Never got to know the fans. Never got he's just going off of what everyone else is saying.
I just don't care.
Philadelphia is not going out. They don't want Jalen Hurts out of town. So, dude, like take that take and shove it up your ass. Like seriously, that was absolutely horrendous. And of course, it's going viral. Because that's what things do. People, and that's what it is. He says something outlandish and untrue.
He's getting
clicks. People run with it because they get clicks, which goes into the WIP thing. That afternoon show on WIP does the exact same thing. Those talking heads on that show, they are the most. And look, they're smart because they know what they're doing, and they play into it. I actually got an argument with Jack, and I have a lot of respect for Jack Fritz. He's he knows baseball, but he and I went at it a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, dude, why do you do this? Like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you making yourself out to be like this like hot take? You're saying something and making yourself. First of all, you sound like an idiot when you say it. But I'm like, congratulations. By the way, I just, I said that. I said, congratulations. You just got some extra clicks out of this, because of what you just said, and that's exactly what he's doing. Basically, it was when the Eagles beat the Giants, and he said, offense is better without AJ Brown? ? Well, why? Like, first, you're playing a really, really horrible team, in the Giants' defense. I mean, they're not horrendous. I mean, defensively, but they're not a good team. And there was other things that were working in that game. You were actually running the ball in that game. So what? Because AJ Brown, all of a sudden, you're running the ball. Like that made no sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that everyone needs to take a step back and realize that the media are not your friends. The media is not. The media is not a cheerleader for the Philadelphia sports teams. The national media is not a cheerleader for their objective is to get viewership or listenership or whatever you call it and make money. They will scorch the earth and live in the chaos to get their ratings. They much prefer the Eagles. They much prefer the drama. They much prefer this to blow up and the Eagles to lose every game the rest of this year.
Certain people, like a Marcus Hayes, he revels in that stuff. He loves the drama because that's all he does. That's all he writes about.
Obviously, guys like Ray Dittinger.
Hold on, Joe said nobody researches Santa's stories. Santa was a douchebag. Read my
That's not
book.
true.
Read my
Yes.
book. I researched that Santa story. By the way, shameless plug, because it is the holiday season. Nobody likes this, but we do care. On Amazon, go get it. It's a perfect holiday gift for all the sports fans out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Very
I'm sorry.
easy read.
Yeah, for
too.
sure.
Yep.
No, I mean, I think that was pretty much it. That I think that it's just, when you're taking everything, feeding off of the radio stations for it, you're setting yourself up. There are a few, Ray Dittinger and the morning shows on the weekends are good, but the later show, the what is it, Ike Reese and Spike Eskin, they're clowns too.
That's what I'm talking about. Spike Eskin. That's the show.
I thought you were talking about the.
No,
the
I'm
Hugh
talking
Douglas
about Spike. No, I'm talking about Spike Eskin. I'm talking about
The
that
later
show.
show.
I didn't want to bring up his name because I don't think he deserves the credit. Linda Cohn. Remember Linda Cohn from SportsCenter? Remember the old anchor? Well, she is old now. I didn't mean that, but she was an anchor on SportsCenter, and she probably still is, I think.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Anymore. So she put out a video. So this is going off of what Joe just said. She put out a TikTok. And she actually liked my comment. She actually wrote me back. I got to see what she said. But Joe said, the Philly hate. Is anyone killing Josh Allen for his slop fest of a game against the Bills? It's exhausting. Keep that in mind when you listen to this video Linda put up. And again, Linda is another one I always liked. But here's what she said.
This is just a reminder. The NFL is a team game. Not one quarterback can will your team to victory. Not one quarterback can use their amazing skills to get your team the W. Look at Josh Allen last night. Okay, 8 sacks by the great Texans defense. Look at Patrick Mahomes, the inconsistent play, him missing open receivers. So he's not the greatest of all time at this moment. We see glimmers of that from the 2 quarterbacks from week to week this year, that without solid play from their supporting cast, they're not getting the W and they're not putting up the great stats. Not every game. It's impossible. So just keep that in mind.
All right, so I wrote, Linda, you're right, but Jalen Hurts makes plays when the team needs them, even though his stats aren't as good as Allen or Mahomes, and gets the W week after week, but yet he still does not get the respect that he deserves. Basically, it's like we're making excuses, and I'm not saying Linda's
right.
not, but yeah, you're making excuses because it's a team game. But yet it is a team game. But when Jalen Hurts wins, he doesn't get the respect that those 2 guys get because he's not putting up 350 every week and 6 touchdowns. It's such a double-sided, I don't know. It's very frustrating. And but you know what?
23 touchdown passes. But
Yeah,
what? Two
dude,
turnovers.
I got to be honest. I'm at the point. I don't care because we won a trophy last year. There's a flag behind me.
Well, look, I mean,
there's all kinds of posters and shit hanging up here. They won a Super Bowl last year, and Josh Allen sat at home and watched it just because he's more talented.
Half the years that Kansas City won the Super Bowl, Mahomes didn't have a great regular season. Mm-hmm. He turned it up a little bit in the playoffs, and some of them. I mean, obviously there was games and there was glimpses of it, but Patrick Mahomes won. Patrick Mahomes is a winner. Jalen Hurts is a winner. Josh Allen right now is not a winner. Neither is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has 2 MVPs, hasn't figured out a way to get it done. Is it all on him? No. Mark Andrews could have caught passes and gave him the opportunity. Josh Allen could have got better blocking and got the tush push through. It is a team game. It's both sides of it. But I again, this whole narrative that Jalen Hurts isn't the best quarterback. Okay, yeah, Mahomes is. But after that, there isn't really anybody else that I'm staring at saying, everybody else, he's won more than anybody else that's in the league right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And anybody else that you could bring up that has better stats, you got to come up with excuses for why they didn't win. Joe Burrow,
yep,
it's the defense. Josh Allen, it's, he's got to face Kansas City. He's got to face Mahomes every year. And poor Josh Allen, because, he's got to deal with that, but puts up tremendous stats. Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson, MVP multiple times. Again, so we brought up all these different things, but again, none of those guys win the way that Jalen Hurts does. So when does winning overtake stats?
And
right?
when the lights are on, they don't win. Jalen Hurts does.
Jalen Hurts plays his best when the most pressure is on him. He's done it time after time, and when the lights are brightest, who shows up the smallest when the lights are brightest? Josh Allen, consistently. I mean, he makes bad decisions, throws bad balls. Joe Burrow didn't make it to a Super Bowl one year.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to throw him in that conversation because he did have a really good year that year. And look, when your defense gives up 40 points, it's kind of hard to win.
Yeah.
But that's always the excuse. I mean, Mike's right. Like, that's always the thing. Well, Burrow's really good, but Allen's really good, but where's the but with Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Hurts is good, but
he don't turn the ball over and he wins.
They don't turn the ball over and they win. So why is this narrative a thing? Like, I don't get it. But
and let's face it, like maybe Barrow isn't as good if his stats aren't as good if their team isn't giving up 40 points a game and he's not having to sling the ball around. Maybe if they had a better game plan or a better defense and were able to run the ball and control, like maybe his stats wouldn't be these 5,000 yard, 50 touchdown seasons that look phenomenal, but you lose 40 to 35.
Right. Yeah. I mean, think about the games with Kansas City with them. There are always these high scoring games, right? There are always these like crazy, well, yeah, you have to throw the ball, 38 times because you can't keep a lead. So you have to catch up. She led that whole thing, Linda. Led that whole thing. It's a team sport. What's the name of the game? What's the point of playing to win? Like, that's the end result. Is it the name of the game to win MVPs? Well,
cool. I don't want a participation trophy.
Good for you there.
I want to win.
Who was it earlier? Chris said. Was it Chris that said about? Yeah, I know Joe. Joe said about the Cam Newton that zero credibility will ever win MVP in a Super Bowl. Good for you. Not Joe. I mean Cam Newton. Good for you, Cam. Yeah. I'm glad you stare at that and go, "Wow, I'm really proud of that." I'd much rather have that than a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's your fucking legacy,
right? And keep wearing a stupid ass hat, you fucking moron.
Yeah, goofy ass coat.
Yeah, but you know what? Cam Newton is a guy that's going to just run his mouth and wear silly things because look at me, and that's what's going to be on TV.
That's how he's been. That's how he's old.
You know what? That's what's going to be on TV. That's what people apparently want to watch.
Well, he trashed Drake May last week.
I thought that didn't he have Drake May was Drake May the one that he was a quarterback and like he liked him and this and that and then
he trashed him and then Drake May comes out and goes, I don't even know what show Cam Newton's on. Newton got all mad. Yeah, Newton got all mad. I honestly, I have no idea what show he's on either. Because I don't watch any of that stuff. But you see these stupid clips pop up. All right.
Moving on. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Dallas week. Eagles, Dallas, Sunday afternoon, 4:25 game, national game. By the way, the Eagles, they're in the middle of being in a national spotlight for the next 5 weeks. So obviously the 2 weeks before, Sunday night and Monday night, tonight or this week is a national game, Fox. Then they play Black Friday against Chicago. And then I think there's another one that they have. Let me see real quick. But I'll look that up real quick. Let me see. So, yeah, Dallas, like I said, Black Friday against the Bears. Yeah, and then Monday night against the Chargers.
They play Black Friday and then Monday night?
The next week.
Yeah, they're off. They're off.
Well, no, I mean, I know.
They got extra time. Yeah. I guess it's kind of like a reward for having a short week this week. After this week against Dallas, they have a short
like a mini
ball. An even longer one, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Well.
But yeah, Chargers Monday night, man. That should be a fun one.
That should be a good one too. Yeah.
Let's not look too far ahead. Dallas this week. Dallas coming in with a pretty damn good offense in Dak and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, who lit it up last week, and Javonte Williams, who's kind of cooled off a bit. And going to put that Eagles defense to a test one more time. So I don't know. What kind of initially? What are your thoughts? Not predictions, but what are your thoughts on this game? I guess.
I think the Eagles defense is up to the task. I mean, you're going to see some things like, damn it, but and in the long run, I think that they're up to the task. And my secret weapon in this game, I think, is going to be Tank Bigsby.
So you would put a running back with the name Tank as your secret weapon. That's so you.
they got to do something back there, Mike, because Barkley, phenomenal running back, he's just struggling. But they're going to need the running game.
I agree. Yeah, I think that for right now, Bigsby, he's not better than Barkley. I don't think he fits better, but he's
fresh legs.
In certain schemes, he's probably a better between the tackle runner just because of his size than maybe I think that
he's got fresh
Barkley.
Legs.
Yeah, and Barkley, once you get to the outside or you get through the line, he's dynamic. But between the tackles, I think Bigsby might be the better running back. So I mean, I definitely can understand that. It'll be interesting because the Cowboys did beef up their defensive line, but anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit on that. On the defense versus the offense, Dallas has a great offense, but I just can't. Right now, I'm taking the Eagles defense over anything. Like you could throw Pro Bowl offense out there. You could handpick guys.
You already had one.
Might be.
You had one last weekend. They did it. They held them to 9 points.
Yeah.
Gibbs, St. Brown, Goff. That's a pretty damn good offense. And they shut them down.
Yeah, all those guys are Pro Bowlers. But yeah, so I don't see any reason why, until proven wrong, I'm taking Eagles defense over.
It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue that.
I just hope offensively, man.
Let's go offense! Pull your head out of your ass!
Because this is true. Kind of alluded to this earlier. This is a major test for this offense. It's a hurdle they have to get over. 10 and 16 points the last 2 weeks. That's not impressive. What is impressive is that you won 2 games that I don't think any of us looking at the schedule thought they were going to win both against Green Bay and Detroit.
Have they scored over 30 points in a game yet?
I believe they have. Yeah, I'll look back.
You know what? It's an interesting stat that I pulled up. Kept talking about the other. They've been outgained every game, but maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I know they outgained. I imagine they outgained the Giants in the game that they blew them out. But I can't think of another game that they've outgained a team.
Yeah. Yeah, they scored 33 against the Rams, 31 against the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Then they scored 38 against the Giants.
I was going to say, the Giants, they probably scored 30.
Yeah, so 3 games they scored over 30.
But going into that, going into that Dallas game, Detroit game, everybody's saying, the Eagles got to put up over 30 to beat Detroit. No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. You have to put up 10.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yes, they do, little buddy. Yes, they do.
They have to put up 10, but not 11.
So this is a game there that the offense has to really wake up because division game. Are you expecting Dak to be missing receivers like Jared Goff did last week? Like you got lucky 2 weeks. I don't say lucky. You've been fortunate 2 weeks in a row that the other team's offense wasn't able to get on that defense, on the Eagles defense. It could have happened 3 weeks in a row, absolutely. But you are going to have to put up points in this game, and the Dallas defense is pretty dreadful. Like Mike said, they did beef up their line a little bit. That secondary stinks. The linebackers stink. Like they're pretty rancid secondary. It stinks. So you have a chance here to really kind of wake up and do something here with that. I'm gonna know where that is. I'm missing all kinds of stuff. Like there's all kinds of. Oh, here we go. No, see, there you go.
Oh, it stinks.
All my eyes. I gotta sort some stuff out here. But it does stink, and so they have a chance here to run the ball against a team that is not good against the run. they have a chance to really open up the passing game against a team that's not good against the pass. And if they don't, and they look like they have the last 2 weeks, then I'm at a 10 in my concern level with their offense. And then, because this is a golden opportunity there for them to really clean it up.
Can you be at a 10 with their offense and still think they're a
Super Bowl team?
Caliber team?
No.
I mean,
no.
Trent Dilfer?
Yeah, I mean that's basically what you're looking at. But that defense was also one of the top 3 defenses of all time, right? I don't know if the Eagles are there.
The Eagles
last year were
the
last year they were that good. Yeah, absolutely.
Are they close to that this year?
They're getting to the playoff run of last year.
Yeah.
As far as that defense, I don't know if they're quite there yet. I mean, they've had a couple.
That was so special last year, man.
It was like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they're quite there yet, but I mean, they're playing up to that point. I mean, they are getting to that level where I'm like, oh man, this is like reminiscent. So it's starting to remind me of that defense last year, but I don't think they're quite there yet. I mean, I still have a few concerns, but obviously since the acquisition of Phillips,
I mean, they're gelling at the right time. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my point is, I can't find a way to make my concern level a 10 for an offense when the defense is playing that well and they're 8-2.
I understand, but I think one of my concerns is when you're consistently going 3 and out, and you keep going on this grind of a seat, like your defense is eventually going to start.
It's going to break. Yeah.
Like you're again, you've been fortunate the last few weeks because the defense has really picked it up. But think 1 or 2 plays, man, that things could have been different right now. We could be sitting at 6-4 right now, going, oh fuck, like we're in trouble.
Like they had one game this year where the offensive line was all the same teammates. Like every game this year, they're different offensive line every fucking week.
What's up, Dave? Dave Langle saying hi. 100%. I mean, that's definitely a concern. I mean, the fact that the offensive line can't, because I think that's a major part of the run game. Obviously, I mean the fact that you can't run is just because your guys haven't been intact. You have got guys like Toth in there and Fred Johnson instead of Lane and Jurgens. That's a big step down.
I think Dickerson's been hurt too, right?
He's been banged up too. Yeah.
Barkley didn't forget how to run the fucking ball.
No, I do think that. Okay, I do think that Barkley is. I do think Barkley's worn down though. I think he's tired. I'm not saying worn down for his career. I'm saying this year.
I think he's just running different this year, Sean. Last year he had something to prove.
Yeah,
this year he's just like, yeah, I'll get there, but because he's come out and he said it.
You carried the ball, or he touched the ball almost 400 times last year.
Yeah.
You won a Super Bowl. His longest.
That's a lot.
He was healthy all year. It's the longest season of his career going to the Super Bowl. The shortest off season. Plus, when you win a Super Bowl, you have all the extra stuff going on. Plus, all the promotional stuff. Like I'm not making. I don't mean to make excuses for him, but like it's the truth. Like you won a Super Bowl and you ran for 2,000 yards, and now you're in all these commercials and you're on the cover of Madden and you're doing all this stuff. Maybe your focus is shifted a little bit. I'm sure if you ask Saquon Barkley, he's going to say no.
But I mean, last year, Sean, like he didn't have to think when he was hitting the hole.
No,
I mean, it was there every time. Every time he got the ball out, pole was there.
Although
he's got to think: should I cut left or should I cut right? Because sometimes the hole ain't there.
He made
last year, the hole was there.
Yeah, giggity. The hole was there.
Yeah, buddy.
It's too early for that. Too early for that on a Saturday.
Christ.
Such a good dick.
So Mike's not even on it. He's shutting his screen off right now. He did make a nice spin move last week. The juke and the spin and had a nice run. See, it's still there. Obviously, I think he's a little worn out. I think he's a little beat up, man. That takes a toll on your body.
And even when after Hurts did that scramble and ran, he got the ball to Saquon in a pass, in a screen pass. It was for 40 yards.
Right. Yeah, you got to keep utilizing your best players, man. So hopefully,
and they don't use the screen game. They don't use it.
No, for this type of offense, you think that would be a nice weapon?
Yeah.
You know, for a guy like Saquon to come out of the backfield, getting the ball in his hands, it's any opportunities you can. You think you would use that as much as you can, and they don't.
Even as big as AJ Brown is, use him in the screen game.
Patulo's strange, man. I don't quite get it. So while we're waiting for Mike to come back, why don't we go through the matchups real quick? So Eagles offense against the Dallas defense. I think we both agree, right? The Eagles kind of
the Eagles offense got the edge there.
So then the flip side, Dallas's offense is the Eagles defense.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's tough. I think a slight edge goes to the Dallas offense.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to get theirs, I think.
That's a good offense.
Yeah, it is, and so was the Lions, and so was the Packers. I mean, I think that both these. I think the last 2 weeks, Dallas and the Lions are better than the Packers offense, but it's still a test for the defense. Now you're going to ask them 3 weeks in a row to shut down potent offenses.
Yeah, I mean that's
you're asking
doable,
a lot,
but it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still going to give a slight edge to the Eagles defense there, just because of the way they're playing right now. The Cowboys offensive line, I believe, is a little banged up. So you have an opportunity there to get to Dak a few times, make him make mistakes. Yeah. So why don't we do predictions? Mike's back. So, Mike, why don't you give your score prediction for this week?
Man, it's another tough game. I feel like in Dallas, a couple big weeks in a row, sweeping Dallas is tough. It does seem like a game that they could lose. Lane Johnson and Juergens being out. But I just can't seem to bet against the Eagles defense right now. Until I'm proven that defense can be scored on and can, a team can actually kind of have any success against them, I guess I can't go against them. So I don't know if the Eagles offense completely gets out of the funk that they're in, but I think that they score maybe a little bit more. Maybe we'll go somewhere in the 24-point range for the Eagles. The defense does give up a little bit more than they have because they're human. So I'll go 24-20.
Okay.
A little bit of a higher scoring game.
Let me check the line. Gary, what do you have for this one?
I mean, the Eagles offense has been sputtering like a bad spark plug on a fucking lawnmower. You can't have that, like to be able to go against Dak in this offense and win.
Mm-hmm.
But the defense has been phenomenal. But I just think that Dallas has the slight edge over the Eagles defense this week. And I think Dallas wins 21-17.
Okay.
Yeah, they what's Dak, like 19-2 at home against the NFC East teams or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Eagles win this game. I'm gonna go 27-17.
Similar to what I'm at then. Yeah.
Yeah, not too far off. I think they win this game pretty well. The defense, the defensive line especially, I think gets to Dak a few times. I think he makes a mistake or two. And I think the offense kind of wakes up a little bit. They still don't look great, but they look better. And I think they eat this one out. It's hard to I'll say this. It's hard to beat teams twice year after year, right? I'm pretty sure we beat Dallas twice last year. It's hard to do that consistently every year. And they're due.
A division game's a battle, always a battle.
Yeah,
look, the only division game that they lose, though. I mean, they're probably beating Washington twice with what's
they lost
going
to the
on.
Giants.
No, I understand that.
Oh, the rest of the way, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can see that. The only thing is a little scary here. Dallas is desperate because if Dallas loses this game,
they're done.
They might be done. Yeah. So
there's still a slight chance for them.
Yeah. So
but last week was Detroit's Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. Yeah, ask some of those players circling the game from last year. Like, why do you have revenge against the Eagles? What did they do? You didn't even play them last year. Like that, like their focus was all wonky, man. I think Dan Campbell scared Jared Goff last week. When Dan Campbell's like, "Oh, it's a tough place to play," and they throw batteries at you and they spit on you. All right.
Well, you can't beat the king until you can't be the king until you beat the king.
Well, let's face it, he should have been more worried about the Eagles' defensive line because that's what, pulverized them.
Yeah, polarizes wrecked them last week. Barely knew him.
Wrecked them, hell, damn near killed them.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna go with 27-17. So all right, so Eagles for me and Mike and Dallas for Gary. So just one more time for the people in the back.
That sucks.
Yes,
Dallas week.
Dallas week. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do a fuck you Ben because it's gonna lead into the next kind of segment here. Fuck you, Ben.
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 Fuck you,
Where the
Ben.
fuck you been?
Where the fuck you been?
Where you been, Rico Bronya? Where
Oh,
you
boy.
been, Rico Bronya. Rico Joseph Bronya, born in April 18th, 1970. Obviously, he's a first baseman. He played for the Tigers, the Mets. Then the Phillies got him in the late 90s. Boston and Atlanta over 9 seasons. He was a first-round pick by the Tigers in 1988. So now he's 55 years old. He lives in up in the New England, Massachusetts area. He was born up there. I'm sorry. For his career, he batted 269, had 106 home runs, 458 RBIs. He played for the Phillies between 97 and 2000. Tough years if you're a Phillies fan. Those some of those teams lost 100 games.
Bronya was actually half decent for them. He was the one that they traded for Travis Lee because he was the quote unquote upgrade over Bronya, and he was basically a clone of Bronya, but maybe Bronya was even better.
Yeah, I liked Bronya, man. I never had any issues with him. I thought he was a decent defensively, decent first baseman, and offensively he came through some hits and stuff. So yeah, it was him, like basically him and Lieberthal were like the faces of the team for a couple years there. Obviously, again, you didn't win much. All right, so Bronya was at a Taft High School in Watertown High School in Watertown, Connecticut. He played baseball, basketball, and football, so 3-star sports star. Named an all-state team as quarterback and won state championship with them as quarterback. Then he played. He was going to intentionally or had intent to play in Clemson as a quarterback, but then chose to play baseball. So obviously, like I said, he played for a couple of years there, 9 years, and then in 2017. I'm sorry. So he retired in when was his last year playing? 2001, July. He stopped playing, and then he became a coach. And his last coaching job was in 2017. He became coach of the Red and Fighting Phils. And then he stayed there for 2 years, and then he became a hitting coach for Stockton Ports, which is a low A affiliate of the Oakland Athletics. I'm assuming he's still there, so I don't see anything else after that. But there is a Rico Bronya podcast that's out there, and it's hosted by the WFAN personality Evan Roberts. So that's the name of the podcast, the Rico Bronya podcast.
Did he play for the Mets? Did you say he played for the Mets or the Yankees?
No, that's the funny part. Like, he never did. So no, he did play for the Mets. I'm sorry, he played for the Mets for 3 years, from 94 to 96. I'm sorry. After the Tigers, for some reason, I thought he came right from the Tigers. But yeah, he came from the Mets in 97. But yeah, the Rico Bronya podcast has nothing to do with Rico Bronya, but uses his name, so it's pretty cool.
Is that almost like the again stupid?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah. So I wanted to kind of get into that because we have the Major League Baseball first-time ballot players was revealed, or first-time Hall of Fame candidates, I guess we should say. So Dave Peterson checking in says, "Go Birds." Eagles 27, Cowboys 20 is Dave's pick. Cool, man.
Nice.
I like it. I'll take it. So Hall of Fame candidates, first timers. I'll go through the list. Can you hear me still, Mike?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, all right, cool.
I'm trying to plug in my charger here.
Gotcha. So Cole Hamels, Ryan Braun, Alex Gordon, Shin-Shu Chu, Edwin Encarnacion, Hunter Pence, Matt Kemp, Rick Porcello, Daniel Murphy, Howie Kendrick, Nick Markakis, and Gio Gonzalez are the first-time candidates for baseball this year. The player must have received 75% of the votes to get in. I got to be honest, I'm not really sure there's any players on this list that I think is going to be a Hall of Famer.
You don't think Cole?
I don't think Cole is a Hall of Famer, no. If Chase Utley and if Chase Utley's not a Hall of Famer, Cole Hamels is not a Hall of Famer. In my opinion. Cole Hamels
did win the World Series MVP, but I guess he just kind of had a little bit of the inconsistencies.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like you can't always go by win-loss record, right?
Right.
But he was inconsistent. I mean, look, he had a couple years there where he was just unbelievable.
A lot of these guys kind of had like a year or two where you're like, wow, this guy's like incredible.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like Matt Kemp, right? Matt Kemp had a few years. What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to plug the charger in. I might need to like get the get off the thing.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Hunter Pence like had a couple seasons. Ryan Braun,
Mike, your nipples are out.
Nipple. Are you lactating milk? Brian Braun again, but then Ryan Braun got accused of cheating, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So like he's out. Like you can't let him in. Why isn't Rick Porcello even on this list is beyond me. Howie Kendrick, like come on, Nick Markakis, like none of these guys. Gio Gonzalez had again.
Gio Gonzalez is another guy that
couple
had
good seasons.
3 years.
Yeah, I don't see it. Daniel Murphy, like really?
Shin-Shu Chu.
No,
Guy that, like, probably had, like,
none of these guys. None of these guys to me are Hall of Famers. None of them. Is it biased to say like Cole Hamels might be had the best shot out of all of them? I know Matt Kemp was pretty good for a little while, but I don't. See
I mean, I think Braun would have been had the best chance if he
would have had a chance.
Scandal.
So Peterson said, Dave Peterson, not going to happen for Cole in the first time ballot. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen to him at all. So I don't know if you guys agree or.
Yeah, I mean, I said I haven't looked at the stats. I mean, my first thought was Cole would get in, but I'm sure if I looked at the stats and compared them, he's probably not quite Hall of Fame caliber, but I never feel like most of the guys are Hall of Fame caliber and somehow they get in.
So Cole Hamels for his career, 163, 122. Not bad. 59 WAR, and he had a 3.43 ERA, which isn't great. It's okay, I guess, especially in this era, that era of baseball.
Right.
Did he ever lead the league? I'm trying to see if did he ever lead the league in wins and anything like that. I don't really.
No, he never won a Cy Young.
Never won a Cy Young. Never really led the league in any category. I don't. Whip. In 2008, he led in that. He had the best whip. That's it. Like that's the only category he ever won anything. It led the league in anything. So.
And I don't even know how many top 3 finishes. Maybe he had 1 or 2 top 3 finishes.
Yeah, I'm. Let's see. See if I can find out. But like so his best seasons, 2008, 14 and 10, 10 and 11, 12 and 11, 14 and 9, 17 and 6 in 2012 was pretty good. That was decent. But then that was then in 2015 he went 13 and 8. That was the year he threw the no hitter.
Right.
15 and 5 with Texas. So 15 and 5 was pretty damn good. 3.32 ERA in 2016. But that was basically it.
I didn't even realize he was that good with Texas.
Yeah, I'm trying to see awards and stuff. I don't know. I can't really see anything here.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't say.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's I don't think that's good enough to get in.
Okay.
It's not the Hall of Very Good, right?
Well, sometimes it is.
Jay goes, he was no Jim Palmer.
Jay always pulls out like, you know.
The old school names.
Yeah, he's always got to go there.
Breaking news.
Back in my day.
Yeah, right. Breaking news: the Phillies retained Garrett Stubbs. They
excited about that.
Right.
They split his contract though.
Split contract. So between minor and major leagues, there's a lot of concern growing at maybe this is because JT Realmuto might not be coming back.
I can't see Stubbs being offered $900,000 having anything to do with JT.
But they also brought back Marshawn, so they signed him too. So
yeah, but Marshawn's young. Yeah, I don't know. They had the same three or the same two last year.
I mean, he's the one I think you have to bring back, JT. That's why the pitchers had so much success.
Yeah. I kind of agree. I think with the fact that all this is going on with the catching situation, it's not like it's filled with catching prospects that you have to bring them back for another year. So
is with Rose now being dead, does that mean that they reinstated him?
So Ed, Jesus Christ, Ed. Why am I saying Ed? Because I see E for some reason on my screen here.
Ed Peterson.
There we go. Yeah, Ed Peterson. Dave said, asked the question, would this be the first year that Rose is qualified? Yes, it is. The band
he is qualified.
Actually, no. 2027. 2027 is when he has a chance to get in.
Oh, so the ban was lifted, but not until 2027.
Yes.
They literally waited until he died to honor
because the classic, he would be eligible for the classic baseball committee, and their next vote is 2027. He's not. I guess he's not eligible for the normal.
Okay.
One. I guess because his playing career was over for so long, kind of like Dick Allen, went to the classic vote.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they only did the classic. I didn't realize it was only one. Yes,
Jason.
we know, Jay. Jay digs his heels in on certain things and players and what's the word I'm looking for? Thoughts of what they've done, and that's it. He's dead to Jay.
I agree, though.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He shouldn't be in.
He really is a slimy individual.
He is.
Somebody's going to get that gobbler at the end of this game.
But he was telling.
But Hornsby killed a guy. Or was it KKK?
Yeah.
Ty Cobb.
Hornsby. Yeah, Hornsby. And it was the other one, Mel Ott. Or was it Mel Ott that was the one? No. There's someone else who was kind of a.
Ty Cobb did something.
Ty Cobb. Yeah. Ty Cobb was not a nice guy either. But yeah, all right. So we're all kind of in agreement there. It's not the Hall of Very Good. It's the Hall of Fame. And, no, I don't think any of those guys are getting in. Personally. Okay. Should we do a Corner Pub video?
No.
I guess we're going to.
No.
All right. It's time for Corner Pub video.
I'm not signing on this. I'm out on this.
So this woman, for those who can't view, this woman gets arrested and is brought into a police station. And, yeah.
Have you seen this, Gary?
No.
You gotta wait till we get down to the county.
Well, I'm kissing piss on the floor because I gotta piss, dog.
You gotta wait.
I gotta piss.
It has
to piss on the floor.
Only a female can do. Don't.
I am a female, bitch.
Only a female can help you. We can't.
Okay, but I'm telling you, I gotta piss right now.
First of all, I love her leopard skin thing she's got on here.
I'm just gonna piss on the floor.
She's just gonna piss on the floor. She looks like a bewildered Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we get your picture,
We've been arguing for how long? About a goddamn hour now?
Maybe. You didn't.
Okay, well, I'm gonna piss in your goddamn trash can.
You're not allowed. Sit down.
I gotta piss.
Just wait.
Who ain't allowed?
Just wait.
Nigga, it's my right.
No.
It's my goddamn right. I got to piss.
Oh my God.
Just wait.
Bitch.
You can't just wait until we get Come on, we're going to get your picture, and then we're going to leave.
I'm fixing to piss.
Wait until we get your picture, and then I'll take you to the bathroom.
I don't give a fuck about a goddamn piss.
Put your toes on the red line. We do. We can't leave until we get your
Nigga,
picture.
put your toes on the white line, nigga.
On the red line.
White nigga.
All right, so this is where this is where she gets a little.
Is it a woman?
Oh, that's a woman, and she gets a little ornery with her language here. I think she's white too, which is even stranger that she's saying this.
She's whatever. That's what the fuck she is.
I don't even care about what she says. It's about what she does next. So she's now in the room. For those who can't see it, she's now in the room. There's a red line in the middle of the floor, and they're about to take her picture. And yeah.
Put your toes on the fucking red line, white nigger.
Okay.
White nigger.
You're hilarious. Put your toes on the red line.
White nigger. White nigger.
The faster you do it, the faster we can leave. No, don't pee
now
in here. Don't do it.
Pulling her panties.
Do not pee in here. Stop.
White nigger.
Stop. Don't.
Now she's squatting.
Bitch, I'm working
In here. Stop. Do not pee.
I gotta
Stop it.
piss.
No, stop.
I told you I had
Wait.
to piss.
We'll get your picture.
No.
When you get here. Stop.
Who ain't pissing?
Stop. Stop.
Oh God.
Don't.
God.
Hold up.
Adele. Stop. Oh my
You
God.
sit on the red line, right? Let me get
Right.
that red line.
This is on the red line.
This on the red line.
White nigger, let me get that fucking red line for y'all, right, niggers? Let me get that fucking red line for your white niggers.
Why are you acting like a
Nigga, I
child
told you
now?
I'm a goddamn Jesus, bitch.
Look at her face is all red. Just trying to push it
Now
out.
clean that shit up rightfully,
Oh
bitch,
God.
and put me in protective custody. How?
Oh man. That's a face that I would love to bring home to mom. Right there.
Oh,
Right there. That face.
you said she had to pee.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny a woman.
Gotta
Jade,
pee.
floor pissing bitch.
You
She was
imagine
angry. She was
Imagine
angry.
what that smells like.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
but the funny part is the cop is like almost laughing. No, don't do that. Don't. Oh man. So they walk among us, ladies and gentlemen. They walk among us.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at Mike's quiet.
Do you guys want to talk Flyers and Sixers real quick, or should we just go right into while you were drunk?
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean we can talk Flyers and Sixers.
Floor is yours. Both teams are
Sixers last.
what are both teams, right? 9-6 and 10-6, basically at this point. Sixers and the
10-9?
Flyers. 10 and no, the Flyers are
10-9?
no, they're 10 and they're 10
10,
and
6 and 3. That's 10 and 9.
They're 10 and 6. 10,
10,
6 and 3.
3. They're 3 overtime losses. They're 10 and goddamn 9.
They're hanging on. I mean, they're not playing. The Flyers aren't playing particularly great. Even their offense is still struggling a little bit, but
It was more their goaltending that was struggling. I feel like they're out shooting teams every game, and yet
Their
you see
PK
like
is third in the league.
They're what penalty kill is
penalty kill.
That's big. They played 2 less games in Carolina, and they're 6 points behind Carolina for the division lead. They're 7-3-2 at home, which is very impressive. I think that's best for third best record in the East.
7-5. Okay.
Yeah, 8-4 for Boston, 8-4 for Toronto, and then the Flyers is 7-3-1. Actually, Devils are 7-0-1, so I guess that actually makes them top.
But I mean, that's something to build off of.
Yeah, which is weird though, that the fact that they're only 6 points out, but yet they're second from the bottom in the division right now, and they're only 1 point out of being in last place behind the Rangers. So it's really don't feed him, Jay. Correct, Mike. 10 and 9. Don't feed him.
You know it's right. You agreed with me, Sean.
It is right. It is right.
But
no,
I was just gonna say, I just wish, like, I still don't know if I'm a believer in the goaltending until I see them get outshot and win games.
They have been though. Vladimir has been pretty solid for them this year, and they have been getting outshot in games. Now there's been other times. I think this was before. I think this was Harrison actually who gave up like 4 goals on 12 shots or something, and the Flyers outshot them and still won. They came back and won the game.
That was Harrison.
Yeah, it was Everson. It was like 2 weeks ago before he got hurt.
But I've seen them give up like 3 goals on 5 shots or something. And maybe I haven't paid as close attention the past like week or so, but
yeah. I mean, they've. Why is this doing it? Dude, I hate this app now. This there we go. The Yahoo app that you should use. It's awful.
yeah. Michkov's starting to play a little bit better, right?
He's starting
tough beginning of the season.
Yeah, he's starting to score some goals though. They got the Flyers tonight. They got the Devils tonight in Philly, which is a tough one. But it's a good test for him, you know.
Yeah. And what is it? Tippett. Tippett's been their best player, right?
Tippett's been pretty solid for him this year.
And Zegras
might be actually better than Tippett right now.
Oh, really?
Zegras has 6 goals, 14 assists right now.
It's more than 40 games.
Forrester has been decent this year. Vladar has been 237 goals against this year, which is pretty
that's solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. So,
what's his save percentage though? Where does that rank?
I'll have to take a look. Save percentage. Come on, give me the whole thing. 0.911 so far this year.
Which I
but the last few games he's been outstanding. 97, 93, 91, 93. So pretty
right.
Good. He had a couple. Toronto, he struggled a little bit. So
some of those goals from Zegras, Mike, like you're watching it and how he gets that goal, and you're like, how the hell did he make that shot?
Yeah. Nice. Now he's on the Tippett line, right?
I do believe so.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And they've been switching stuff up. Oh, did you know Chris Paul's going to retire?
No.
Yeah, Chris Paul announced his retirement after this year. Sorry, I just got that pop up here.
Oh, Jay.
Here's Jay. Here's Jay. Taka belongs in jail. Gambling scumbag shouldn't be allowed to coach in NHL.
Next, we're going to bring up Penn State and start another rant.
Oh man, Rick Tocchet, friend. I guess he's a French Canadian, right?
I speak a little French. You're an ass bite. Pardon my French.
That was from Rick Tocchet to Jay. He had some words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough game for the Flyers tonight. Devils at home. Again, like I just said, the Flyers have been pretty good at home. A lot of the Devils' wins have been at home as well. So hopefully that plays in the Flyers' favor tonight. But we'll see. But yeah, Zegras, dude, and his the acquisition of him, obviously, we kind of we talked about this a couple weeks ago. But like the fact that he's so damn good on the shootout is paying dividends, man. He's best
he don't miss.
Nah, best in NHL history on the shootout.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, if he gets a breakaway, you're not going to stop him.
Comes in real slow, does that whole, and just at the last second just does a crazy move, man. He's been awesome for them so far.
Jace challenging Tocchet to a fight.
Oh, cool. I'll fight him anytime, even my 60s. All right.
Tocchet's got to be in his 60s too, doesn't he?
I would think so. I'm gonna put my money on Rick.
That's an even fight.
Yeah. I got Tocchet all the way there.
Dick Tocchet,
no respect.
Dick Tocchet's gonna mess you up, boy.
Dick Tocchet.
Remember that episode?
Yes, I do.
I don't even know why. I mean, we're talking about him. That maybe it was the gambling thing. I don't know. Years ago, but we named the episode Dick Tocchet. And the Sixers. Sixers right now pretty similar with the Flyers as far as record wise. They're 9-6. They're 5-5 in their last 10. Not great, but they're only a game and a half out of first with Toronto. They beat
right in that East, yeah.
Did Maxey put up 54 the other night?
Yeah. He threw 54 down on the Bucks with no whatchamacallit for the Milwaukee. Giannis.
Giannis.
So
yeah, Giannis and Embiid both weren't playing.
Yeah,
Embiid, Lord knows what's going on with him.
Their next game is at home tomorrow at 1 against the Heat.
It's going to be an interesting game.
Heat are 10-6 too.
Yeah, lot of parity. You got the Pistons who are like way out in front, and then, like you said, the Sixers are 1.5. I'll bet you that Toronto's probably the second best team in the conference. And then
yeah, they are. Them and Cleveland are neck and neck. Miami's and then Miami, and then all the other teams are all clumped together. It's Sixers, Knicks, Atlanta, Orlando. Like, I mean, it's so early in the season.
The Bucks are in there. There's like 12 teams. Boston's somewhere in that, right around that 500.
Yeah.
I'm bigger and stronger.
Jay, I'm bigger and stronger. I'll fight him. I'll knock him out. Knock him right on the ice. He's still going. Knock that looks acorn head out first round.
Has Jay been drinking? It's a little early.
I don't know, man. I think Rick Talk will hit you with the 1-2. Put you right on your ass, Jay. Put you right on your ass.
Damn, Jay, no respect.
Let's set that up.
We should set that up.
Yeah. We just got to find out how we can get a hold of Rich Talking.
Jay will get knocked out so quick. Like a bad horse. Like a bad horse.
Film afterwards? We got to put Jay down?
Put him right out. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, Dad.
You know what happens if you do another turn in the joint? Fuck your father in the shower and then have a snack. You're going to charge me, dickhead?
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Damn.
Oh, man.
So
Jay loses. He's getting fucked in the shower.
Apparently.
We were shooting him behind the shed. What's going on here? Like, man,
I shaved the dog and glued the hair to my nutsack so I looked like a grown man.
There's no reason for that. I just played it for no reason.
Oh my God. We are.
I haven't played it in a while.
The show is officially off the rails.
It's been a while.
Sean cracks open half of a beer and it goes off the rails.
Jay's going to tell Rick Tucker, you got a nice little man pussy, don't you?
He might.
You're completely out of control. You're crazy. You're completely out of your
You
mind.
got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
That's what he's going to hear in jail.
It stinks.
All right. It's time for
How
why
did Jay end up in jail? Anyway.
That's
Sixers,
right. He's supposed to be shot. I forgot.
Sixers are they're a team to enjoy the ride. As I kind of keep saying, they're going to be frustrating. Their defense breakdowns are bad. Their third quarters are like nightmarish, but they find a way to usually fight back in the fourth quarter to make the game interesting, to make it exciting. And then if they have enough gas left or the other team misses shots and they make shots, they end up winning. And, that puts them at the 9-6 mark that they're at. They got George back now. McCain's going to be maybe coming on a little bit more. Get Oubre back healthy maybe a little bit. I don't know. I mean, we'll see where they end up, but I think at best they're still at that first, maybe if they're lucky enough to make. I don't think they get out of the first round, but if they do, they're definitely not getting out of the second round. But they'll be fun, and maybe they're building into something. Keep in mind they don't have a first round pick next year, so it's not like they can fix their. They can address some of their needs with the draft next year, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, and you're going to finish. You're going to finish in probably in the 20s at some probably maybe I don't know, maybe around that point. So I kind of agree. I don't think that's going to be something you're going to be able to.
No, I think they're going to. Oh, you mean they'll be drafted in the 20s? They'll finish
right.
12. That'll put them like 20th pick or so. Yeah.
Is the basketball draft like a hockey draft? Going to lottery?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's some weird thing. They can't just kind of make it like this simple ping pong ball thing. They have to draw like 3 times, and some combination of the numbers gets it. It's so strange.
I got you.
What do you say? Jay said they may win 40 games.
Well, that would be 40 and 42. So I mean,
that's not going to do it. They're going to win more than 40. I think they'll win more than 40. I think they're going to be better than 500. I hope. I mean, health is everything, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what you make of Embiid and health. Is he part of the equation when you're talking about health, or is he not?
Yeah, it'd be nice to. they're not gonna be able to move him, man. If they could move him, dude, I would, but I don't think anyone's gonna take him at this point.
No.
Or take what you think he's worth.
Yeah.
Box of chocolates.
Mm-hmm. Probably. The other GM's gonna be like,
Don't waste my motherfucking time.
He's gonna come out and play 10 games for you and then cry about his knees.
Well,
So,
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that the knee injuries are legit, but
yeah. All right, let's do While You Were Drunk real quick, and then call this motherfucker.
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
While you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
So while you were drunk the last few weeks here, Paul Tagliabue passed away, NFL commissioner from 1989 to 2006. Tagliabue really did pave the way for today's NFL, the way we know it right now. The CTE stuff was kind of really taking shape around that time. He started to implement some rules there. That the big TV deals, NFL just blew up. If you remember, I mean, talking 89, cable was a thing, but it wasn't as big as it is now. So obviously getting those TV rights for ESPN and all those NFL Network, I guess, came about around that time. Towards the end
NFL Network was probably before NBA TV and MLB TV.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it could have been. Cause I remember like Game Day, like NFL Game, the Game Day channel, whatever that one was, because they would show like highlights and stuff on the side, and so all that stuff that they kind of thrown together. Obviously, fantasy football, incorporating the fantasy football stats in the games, and all that stuff. Just like that was under Tagliabue, especially towards the end there of his tenure as being a commissioner. So yeah, a lot of the credit of how the NFL kind of should go to him. So rest in peace, Paul Tagliabue. So also over the last 2 weeks, one of the Phillies targets during the trade deadline was looking like it was going to be Emmanuel Clase. So both he and Luis Ortiz are facing 65 years in prison for a betting scandal. So this is crazy. This might be the craziest part about the whole thing. Clase was due $6.4 million. Through his betting, he won $400K. For those who missed the story, and we did talk about this weeks ago when this first came. Actually, it was months ago because this is when it came out. Clase and then Luis Ortiz were in with a betting group, and there's talks about the mob might be involved. There's other kinds of stuff going on. I don't know all the details there, but what I do know is that he was putting in bets based on first pitch and coming out of an inning that would be a ball. And he was purposely throwing balls into the dirt. And so the way they were able to track it is they tracked when the bet, because it was high money, it was big money placed on first pitch ball. And they're like, why would someone be putting that kind of money on something? And they would go through the video footage, and they have it all documented. May 22nd, first pitch thrown 5 feet before before home plate. It was like so obvious that they were trying to throw a ball, that they were bouncing or throwing way off target, but yet every other pitch is, they were good pitchers. Clase was a good pitcher. He was much better than doing something like that. They made it so obvious that they were doing this on purpose, and they got snagged. And now they're both facing 65 years in prison, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like it's taking hold of sports, man. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. And obviously, the NBA is facing it big time right now.
You said that Terry Rozier had something to do with that too, right?
Yeah. Chauncey Billups and Rozier, right?
Chauncey Billups was the coach, right?
Mm-hmm. So
the government might shut those apps down.
They could. They very well could. Or
it probably would be for the best for the world, honestly.
Honestly.
For
I mean, sports. I mean, the networks doing it's one thing. The leagues getting in bed with these companies was it. I mean, I remember when it happened. I was like, "Oh, this is not good. Like, what are they doing?" So, I don't know, man. It's
Fucking what the fucking fuck? Who the fuck this fucking? How did you do fucking fucks? Fuck.
Jay will have to find actual bookies to take his $10 bets now.
yeah, right. And the last Why You're Drunk story I had, and there's a reason why I bring this up. The Mavs general manager Nico Harrison was fired this last week.
Right.
And if you remember last year,
he's the one that traded
the Mavs traded Luka away, and his quote was, "Defense wins championships." And obviously,
he was out of shape.
Yeah, they ended up winning the first pick in the draft, which was bullshit. I think there was coalition there. Personally, I think the NBA was trying to. The NBA wanted the Lakers to be relevant again, and they made that trade happen and made Luka go to the Lakers, and they rewarded them by giving them the first round pick, first pick overall. That's my opinion, and based on what we just talked about, right? The coalition with baseball and betting and sports and betting and all this stuff. There's so much money involved, and it's a business first for them. And I think that was, there's no doubt in my mind that was planned. But I don't know how many people are with me or not on that. But I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. I just have a bad vibe about what happened there. But now they fired him. Now they fired a dude. Well, why you fire? Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I don't know what else was going on behind the scenes there. But I just thought it was very ironic that less than a year after trading Luka, he's fired.
Well, yeah. I mean, he got ripped when he did it.
Mm-hmm.
It might almost been that I could see. Like, I don't know about the whole conspiracy, but it would be interesting if they said, "Look, we're trading Luka. You got to be the scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pay you for another year and then let you go, but you have to do this deal, or you're getting fired now." But I don't know. Like he did it on his own, and maybe they're struggling now, even with the first pick, and they're like, he's got to go. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird situation.
Yeah. Very, very strange. Very strange. It's definitely eyebrow raising for sure. So, all right. Well, that's all I had.
Yeah, Dave. Just sorry for.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Man.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, you're having a tough go of it, man, lately. So, thoughts with you, brother.
Yep.
The Rainbow Bridge, as they call it, right?
That's fucking awful.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Very sorry to hear that. But hey, hopefully we brought you a few laughs at least today. And I know Dave Langle appreciates it, and of course Jay does, and so hopefully we brought you some laughs today. But yeah,
so chimed in a little bit. I think we only had four.
Yeah, we hadn't seen Booch in a while. So we're not going to do a Corner Pub pregame tomorrow because we did a show today. It's a little much. So we'll see you. I'm trying to think. Next week's Thanksgiving, so we're not going to do a podcast then. The following week we will do a podcast. In what sense, I'm not sure yet, but we'll shoot for that Friday, the December 4th or 5th or whatever. That'll probably be the next live show. So yeah, we'll go from there. Oh yeah, Dave said it's all about the money when a person or pet passes, dude. 100%. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Chase said no Sizzlers. You know what? I'll tell you what, Jay. I'll post something. All right, and then it'll count towards the Sizzler record. Okay, I got to get to 500, man. O'Connor's got to get to 500.
Speaking of Sizzlers, they're opening back up.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't hear about that. So, Sean, how did you do last week?
Last week, one for three. Won the Eagles, lost the Chargers, lost the.
How you
Buccaneers.
gonna go? How you gonna get back to 500 when you're
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No. I'm wrong. No, 2 for 3. 2 for 3. So 13 and 17 now on the year.
Getting there.
Yeah, for Sizzles. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So yeah, all right. So we'll see you guys in
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks somewhere, sometime.
Somewhere.
Happy holiday.
Sometime. Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone. And
yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, Mike.
Penis out.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
What the fuck? My God.
I love it. All right, Jay wants boner coverage. No, I can't do boner coverage today. But can you guys do a time call? The only reason I can't, I don't want to do it on here because I don't want to talk about it on here.
What's that? Oh, we can stay on.
Do a quick face. No, I gotta.
Yeah.
It's gonna cut it off. It's gonna cut this off. So, so we'll do a FaceTime real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, have a happy Thanksgiving. Jay, Dave, everyone else that's tuned in. Take care and enjoy yourselves this week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.